Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer In. And today, as you can see, still continuing my Disney movie marathon, where I'm talking about the shows, movies, obviously, whatever the case may be. So, for today's feature, I'm going to be talking about the film titled, yeah, it's this one right here, folks. I figured I would talk about this since I've saw this on Disney Plus, and yeah, it's one of these Disney movies. Man, just yeah. When it comes to these specific features that they made, yeah, I tend to have a disdain towards them because they usually are bad. I mean, yeah, there's a few that I thought was kind of okay, but even then, they're not particularly great. But since it's on my to-do list, I feel like I have to talk about it. I know technically this is a notebook, but I'm calling it a to-do list anyway because I have a lot to speak about here. There you go. Oh boy. Yeah. Ah, Mr. Monkey, what is your problem? What are you doing here? You have some issues to work out. I mean, really. Christ. But yeah, this movie actually got quite a few popular reviews actually praising the movie. Like it actually has substance to it, like a real deep plot. Um, no, not really. I mean, what? I mean, yes, there is a story here, folks. Yes, a contrived one in some ways, sure. Because I kind of feel like these characters were placed in certain situations just to get the plot going, so it doesn't feel really organic. Not really, like it should. So I don't know how something like this gets a lot of praise. So what I'm saying here goes against popular opinion. Well, it won't be the first time though, actually. Because yeah, there was another movie a lot of people seem to like, but it got praised. That was awful. That was really bad. Ah, Mr. Monkey, no, you can't have that either. Leave me be. All right, let's talk about the plot and just get this over with, I guess. Whatever. To point this out fairly quickly, even though it should be pretty obvious at this point, yeah, I have no issue with storylines covering some sort of physical or mental disability being expressed in a movie. If you want to put this in a storyline, sure, be my guest. So as long as there's a good story and whatnot, I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me to have this in a movie, just so you know. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, the overall plot has his family, whom has a relative that has a certain condition. And yes, everybody has to deal with this. It's not exactly easy. And yeah, then we have this sister character, I guess, who's supposed to be related to the character here, obviously. And she has her, I guess, her issues. I guess she wants to do some cool for herself, something great. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not really easy for her at all whatsoever. So she felt like she has the worst life ever, and having a father who always is working, a mother that never takes her side, and of course the brother character who seems to be mentally challenged, and yeah, her life gets to be more hectic, more crazy, but there might be a chance for her to follow her dream and have a story in the reality show, and finds out there has to be more to the family than what she originally thought. So, okay, not exactly the most original movie idea out there. So it's pretty cliched, really. So as a whole, yeah, not that original. Not really. Has something to do with some schooling or what have you, like whatever thing that a young individual may have to go through, and yeah, That's about it really. So there's nothing really I can say that um it's cliched, really. Ah, man, monkey. Go clean up a toilet or something. What is the matter with you? Uh anyway, yeah, also I can say that I really don't feel like the characters are really fleshed out. Not really. I mean, I guess they were trying to do something with these two characters, I guess you can say, since they're supposed to be center stage and whatnot, which is fine, really. But yeah, just feel as though these characters weren't fleshed out really. They're like one dimensional, like they were just have one character trait to them and nothing beyond that. Not really. And yes, of course, we're supposed to believe that they have friends, from school or outside of school or whatever, and they're not just staying there, have friends at school, and that's all they do, just study or whatever, which is fine. And have more of a life outside from that. Obviously, sure, gonna have some dreams, to have some sort of inspirations to do something with their lives, which in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, it's just the way that it was handled, really. Because I know the people who wrote the script for this film were trying to make this as if this was an actual family, because families, of course, going to have some sort of challenges in life, even though they're trying to do their best to be happy, of course. And oh boy, Christ, Mr. Monkey, you just won't listen at all. No, you deserve that. You really did. But anyway, like I was saying, and yes, of course, like I was saying earlier, the father's a workaholic, gets real annoyed and whatnot, which of course is understandable. He has to spend time with the kids, and the fact that he's not doing that is going to create problems. And how the mother characters keeps picking on one side, and the other character has to stick by, I guess, by his side because for the obvious reasons, no matter what. And yeah, but still feels like one sided when it comes to family arguments and whatnot, which just unfortunately does happen. It feels like you just want to get something done, get you just have the argument out there, but nobody's listening, which of course does happen. But again, like I said a moment ago, this family does not feel like an actual family. It still feels too whimsical for its own sake. And no, that's not me taking jabs at Disney. I know they have its own style of writing scripts and whatnot, telling stories, which is fine. But my point being, this could have been a lot more than it was delivered here. It just seems like a wasted potential at the end of the day. The writing still feels like a Disney original channel movie, which seems really cheesy. Then compared to this, like the writing in Tangled, the way it handled drama feels a lot better. Even the original Being a Beast, the way that handled drama just seems a lot better handled than this. Yeah, it still has like that cheesiness feel to it in the grand scheme of things, unfortunately. Boy, it has a lot of the stuff that I don't care for when it comes to the Disney original channel movies, whatever everyone called this. Yeah, it's there. Not even the music, remember? Not really. It just doesn't have enough staying power like it should have. Anyway, I'll give this film a Novaval rating of a 4.9 out of 10. It's a 4.9 out of 10 for me. As always, thanks for watching me rant as usual. Ugh, Christ, whatever. Thanks for watching, folks. Later. Ugh.